G'day folks, it's Cortezerino, and today I've got something very special for you. We are going to be building my air shrine. So this is the second installment in my shrine series. Last time we did the fire shrine, which was super cool, and today we've done the air shrine. And once again, I've tried to keep the design just a little bit subtle, just in case you're not interested in the element theme. You can still build this build in your world and it will fit in with all your other builds really nicely. So what are the features that make this an air shrine? Well, first of all, it is super tall. We've made a little pagoda and I just figured that made sense. If it's an air shrine, it should be shooting up into the air. We've got lots and lots of flags blowing in the breeze, and you can also see these little bits of spore blossom funny things floating around in the air. I think that looks really nice. And each corner of the build has a nice little wind chime. And if we go inside, I took inspiration from the Tower of Orthanc from Lord of the Rings. It is one huge room. Once again, an air shrine. It should be nice and open. You can see our little spore blossom things floating down. And I've got some incense burning here. And we've got a nice little altar. So nice and simple on the inside. There's not a lot of interior building to do. So I'll be doing the tutorial today for everything that you can see right here. But if you watched my time lapse and you really like these two trees that I had in the build, there will be a world download in the video description where you can pick up these two trees so you can build them along with your shrine. And this is how the build looks without shaders. And if you go down to the video description along with the world download, you will find a link to a materials list, and that will contain all the items you need to build what you can see right here. Okay, let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is build a square of stone just sitting on top of your grass. And this square is 19 blocks by 19, and just be mindful that the build will extend a few blocks out from this square. Okay, we're going to put in our front staircase. So this is going to be my front of the build, and we're going to count in 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On the 8th block, place a stone there, and then we'll place an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, and that should be right in the center of your build. So then you can place another 5 right behind that, and we're going to come out 2 blocks on each side like so, an extra 1 and an extra, and the same on that side. Then you can grab some stone stairs. We're going to place 2 like that and 2 just like that. Then we'll do an andesite wall on each side at the front, and they will have soul lanterns on top. And now we're going to place some stairs, and I'm going to place andesite stairs first. I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3, and then we're just going to fill in the rest with stone brick stairs, just like that. Okay, I want you to grab some stone brick stairs, and we're just going to place these absolutely randomly all around the building like that. And then you can grab stone stairs and fill in the rest. And what we're also going to do is on top of this line of stone, we're going to do a second line of random stairs and just keep these going all the way around until you finish on this side. So when you're done, you should be looking just like this. So now I want you to grab some azalea leaves, and just behind this lantern, we'll go 1, 2, and 3. And on this side, we'll go 1, 2, and then I'll do a flowering azalea leaf right there. Now we can swing around to the back. I'm going to grab 2 stone brick slabs, place them right there, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3 stone slabs. And we're just going to extend this all the way to the corner. When you get to just there, turn the corner and come down to this side. So we're just staying above the grass, and we're building a 17 by 17 square. And we're using stone slabs here just to save on some materials. We don't need a full block. When you build this though, I want you to just randomly mix in a few stone brick slabs as well. Okay, so this is how you should be looking when you're done with this 17 by 17 square running all the way around. So now I want you to grab some torches, and just on the 3rd block in from each corner, just place a torch down, and this will stop any mobs from spawning down here. And once you've done that, grab your stone slabs and we're just going to fill in this entire area. Okay, once you've finished that, grab some spruce stairs and just against our slabs, we're going to place our stairs upside down and just run these all the way around. Okay, grab some polished basalt and in each corner, we're going to come into the third stone slab and just place your basalt right there. So 1, 2, 3, and we'll do the same over here. Third one in, and 1, 2, 3. And once you've done that, we're just going to connect all of these with stone. Okay, now we're going to continue our staircase. So just in the middle of our stairs, I'm going to place a stone slab there with an extra one and a stone brick slab. And I'm just going to replace those 2 blocks with stone bricks. Now, staying right in the middle here, we're going to place 2 tough bricks. And behind that, a polished tough, then a chiseled tough, and then we're going to skip a block and then break that one in the floor and place a campfire in there. And I'm just going to put mine out for the tutorial because I don't want the smoke while we're trying to build this, but you can keep yours going. And on top of that, we're going to place a waxed, oxidized, chiseled copper. Okay, grab some polished blackstone stairs, and standing on top of your copper, we're just going to place 4 stairs like that. And then we're going to connect them with deep slate brick stairs. Then come to the back of the build and we're going to place 3 stone blocks there, and they will have a chiseled tough on each end. And then we're just going to run these up and around like that, and we'll do the same on that side. Then next to this polished tough, we're just going to run a big square of these, whoops, all the way around. Gosh, I'm not placing blocks very well today, until you look like that. Okay, come along to the front of the build and we're going to place 2 sea lanterns there and another 2 on that side. Now on the side wall here, we're going to place 1 sea lantern there and we're just going to place one every second block until we finish diagonally from the corner. And we'll do the exact same thing right here. So a sea lantern, then every second block until we finish there. Then on the back wall, we're just going to skip a block, place 1 sea lantern, and the same thing right there. And then all we're going to do is connect all of our sea lanterns with stone. So just run around in a big square, filling these in. Okay, come back to the front of the build and we're going to place 2 stone right here, then skip a block and place a polished tuff. And we'll do the same on this side. 2 stone, skip a block, polished tuff. Now the other 3 sides are exactly the same. So what we're going to do is place a tough block, a polished tuff right in the middle against that sea lantern with a stone block each side. And then each side of that, we're going to skip a block and place another polished tuff. So I'll do it one more time over here and you can do the last one by yourself. So we'll do those 3, then skip a block and place your tuff. And once you've done that on the other 3 sides, I want you to swing around to the back of the build and we're going to place 1 stone block in that corner and 1 stone block in that corner. Now for everywhere else, we're just going to fill all of these in with warped planks. And that's how it should look when you're done if you want to check that you've done it correctly. So now grab some mud brick walls and we're going to place 1 in each corner just on top of our upside down spruce stairs. And also at the front, we're just going to place 2 right here, each side of our staircase. Now I want you to grab jungle fences and what we're going to do is just place 1 every second block until we've done a full lap of the build. And now we're just going to place our jungle trapdoors on top, and you may want to put down some temporary blocks so we can also place them in the middle just like that. So just run around doing this around the entire building. Okay, now grab some polished basalt, and where you can see the basalt in each of these corners, we're just going to add an extra 3 polished basalt to these. So 1, 2, and 3, and do it there as well. Now I want you to build nothing on the front wall, but the other 3 walls will be exactly the same. So I'll show you how to build one, and you can copy it to the others. So we're going to skip the first stone, but then place a prismarine brick slab, and we'll do that a second time, and we'll do the same thing from here. So skip 1, place 1, skip 1, and place 1. And then in all the other spots along this wall, we're just going to place our polished basalt, and all of these will be 3 blocks tall. And then in the gaps, we're going to place waxed oxidized copper trapdoors. So that's how it should look when you're done. Do that on the back wall and the other side wall. And the front wall will look a little different. So this time we're going to go a prismarine brick slab, then a polished basalt, and repeat that. And then you can build those up and put in your copper trapdoors. And we'll do the same thing from this side. So we'll put in our 2 slabs and then our 3 basalt, and you can throw in your trapdoors. Then you can grab some white concrete, and starting from the corner there, we're just going to make a square all along the top of what we just built. And once that's done, I want you to come to the inside of the building, and we're going to place 2 jungle doors right there. Then you can come back to the outside, and we're going to do 3 jungle trapdoors and flick them down so they should be directly in line with those doors. Then grab another jungle door, and we're going to place this on the tuff this time so it's slightly back from the other doors. And then come to the inside, hold shift, and against the middle trapdoor, just add another jungle trapdoor and flick it down. Okay, I want you to grab waxed weathered copper grates, and on top of all of our warped planks, we're going to place 3 grates. So just go around the entire build, everywhere where there's a warped plank, place your 3 grates. Okay, now grab some stripped warped stems, and over at the front door here we're going to place 3 stems on each side of the door, and another 3 just like that. And on the other 3 walls where we've got our 3 basalt here, we're just going to place our 3 stems on each side. We'll do that on the middle of the back wall as well. And on the middle of this wall, we'll do the same thing. Now look to the back wall here. We've got this little gap in between our grates. Just place in 3 stems like that. And in this back corner as well, we'll need to do the same thing. Now grab some warped fences and come along to any corner. And we're just going to place 1, 2, 3 there. And 1, 2, 3 right there. And we're going to do the same thing in each corner, just in between our grates. So we'll do it in the final corner here. So you'll notice in the middle of the wall, we're just leaving that space empty. Okay, look over to the wall where our front door is. And just across the top here, we're going to place a line of polished basalt all the way along. Now in the back 2 corners, we are going to place a block of stone because that won't be visible. But then we're just going to connect all of our basalt around the building. So you can run it along the back and along this, side wall. And once you've done that in each corner of the basalt, we're just going to place a stone block. And then I want you to connect all of those with white concrete. And once that's done, you can come right to the corner here. And we're just going to place a stone block, and then we're just going to place them every second block until we've done a full lap of the building. And once you've completed that, go ahead and fill in the space in between with white concrete. Okay, once that's done, grab some packed ice, and we're just going to place it in the corner overhanging this room. And then we're just going to run a square of it all the way around. Just make sure all of these packed ice are overhanging just like that. Then on top of the packed ice, we are going to place diorite walls all the way around. And once that's done, grab some dark prismarine slabs, and we're just going to place these on top of the diorite. And once you've done that, I want you to grab warped planks, and we're going to place them against the dark prismarine, just in the very center of each wall. And then just against the diorite, we're going to place a warped trapdoor each side of our plank, and we're placing them against the diorite so we can then place sea lanterns on top of each trapdoor. And then just on the front side of our sea lanterns, we are going to place more warped trapdoors. And once that's done, I want you to grab your warped planks again, and we're just going to place 3 in each corner, just connecting our sea lanterns to make a square. Then grab a stone block, come to the corner, and we're going to place one diagonally out from the dark prismarine. And we'll run polished basalt to the end, place a stone block to turn the corner, and we're just going to keep going until we've done a full lap and made a square all the way around. Okay, grab some warped stems, And on top of the warped planks, we're going to place 3 in each corner. So go ahead, put all of those in. And once that's done, on top of every sea lantern, we're also going to place another 3. And once all of those are in, you can grab your waxed weathered copper grates, and we're just going to plug up every single gap with 3 grates. And once you've finished all of those, come to the outside, and just against the bottom grate, we're going to place our prismarine brick slabs. And then just against the top grate, we're going to place our waxed oxidized copper trapdoors. So go ahead and do that on each side. And once you've done that on every side, grab your white concrete, and we're going to place 3 white concrete on top of every single dark prismarine slab. So just go run around the building putting all of these in. And that's how you should look when you're finished. So now come up above, and where we've got the stripped warp stem in each corner, we're going to place a stone block and then a sea lantern. So just go ahead, do that in each corner, and then we're going to connect these with a line of stripped warp stems and then a line of polished basalt. So do that on each side. And then you can grab your white concrete, and just on top of that white concrete in the corner, place a block, and we're just going to run these all the way around the building, just across the tops of our trapdoors. And once that's done, place a stone block in the corner, and we're just going to place one every second block. And just like we did earlier, once you finish that, go ahead and fill in the gaps with white concrete. Okay, come along to any of these sea lanterns, and I want you to place 2 stone blocks. And then just against each side of that, we're going to place a polished diorite slab just against the top of the block. Then you can break those and place one above the sea lantern. And what we're going to do is just make a square, so we're turning the corners when we reach the sea lantern. So just run it all the way around like that. So when you're above the sea lantern, turn the corner. So we've just got that 1.5 block gap right there. So once you've done that, grab stone blocks, and we're going to run a square of these all the way around across the top of our diorite. Then I want you to grab some prismarine brick stairs, and we're going to place 2 upside down just like that. And we're going to do that on each wall. And then grab polished diorite stairs, and we're just going to place these in upside down in every other spot. So that's how it should look when you're finished. Then come all the way out to the side, and we're just going to put a stone block coming out diagonally, and then run your polished basalt. When you get to the corner, place a stone block like that. But we're just going to continue to do this all the way around until we get back to where we started, just like that. Okay, grab your stripped warped stems again, and on top of each of our diorite stairs, we're going to place 3 warped stems. So just do that on top of all of the diorite, and then in between all of these, we're going to place our copper grates. And just like we did earlier, on the bottom of the copper grate, we're going to place our prismarine brick slabs. And then against the top of the copper grates, we're going to place our copper trapdoors. And once you've done that, you can see these stone blocks running all the way around. Just place white concrete on each of these. And of course, we're going to build these up until they are 3 blocks tall. And once that's done, come to the warped stem in the corners. And we're just going to place a stone block on top of each of those. And then grab your stripped warp stems, and we're just going to connect our stone blocks. And then around the outside of this, we're just going to run a line of white concrete. So run it all the way around. And once you've done that, staying with our white concrete, place one in the corner. And we're just going to place one every second block all the way around like so. Now in the middle, we're going to place a sea lantern. So place one in the middle of each wall. And then you can fill in all the rest of the gaps with stone blocks. Okay, once you've done that, I want you to come along to the corner, and we're going to place 2 stone blocks, then break the bottom one, and we're just going to run a square of stone blocks all the way around. So we're passing over the tops of our sea lanterns, just like that. Then on the inside, we're going to place a square of white concrete, just like that. And just make sure this floating square is directly in line with the square we've got below, so you should be turning the corner in the same spot. So now grab some spore blossoms and just underneath the stone in each corner, go ahead and place one and you'll get the pretty particle effect on the inside and the outside of the building. So now grab some stone blocks and in the corner of the white concrete, we're going to place one in each corner and then we're going to connect those with white concrete to make another square. Then with our stone blocks, we're just going to place two on the white concrete, just like this on each side. And then on the inside of this, we're going to do a square of packed ice, just like that. Now grab your stone again, place one on each side, and in the middle, place a sea lantern, and then you can do 1, 2, 3 stone on top. And that's a funny looking pagoda, but I'm doing the tutorial this way because we have to build 3 roofs and it's quicker to build them all at the same time. So you might want to have some scaffolding rigged up so you can get to each level really quickly. So we're going to begin down the bottom. So I want you to build this in each corner of the bottom level. So just diagonally from the corner, place an oak log and it'll have spruce trapdoors just on the 2 sides facing away from the building. And then we'll add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oak logs. Then we'll do 2 upside down spruce stairs, once again pointing away from the building. They will have oak logs on top. Then we're going to put 2 grindstones right there. Then in the middle, a waxed oxidized copper trapdoor with a sea lantern on top. So build that in the other 3 corners. And for the next level up, we're going to start on top of this stone block where our basalt is. And this time we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oak logs. Once again, we'll do our upside down spruce stairs with oak logs on top with 2 grindstones. And we'll do our copper trapdoor with a sea lantern on top. So build the other 3 of those. And for the next level up, we're going to build on this stone block where our basalt is. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oak logs. This time our spruce stairs go against the very top log and the grindstones go against the stairs. But then we'll just put our trapdoor in the middle with our sea lantern on top. So build the other 3. Okay, once all of those are in, come back down to the bottom and come along to our front door. And just next to these slabs, we're going to place a stripped spruce wood and another one in the corner there. And they will have spruce buttons on the front and 3 jungle fences above them, and then you can connect them with 3 upside down jungle stairs. And then we will build the exact same thing on this side. So our spruce wooden buttons, 3 upside down jungle stairs, 3 jungle fences. Then just above our fences, we're going to run a line of spruce slabs all the way along like so. So that's the front wall done. Now we're going to do the other 3 walls, and all of these are exactly the same. So I'll show you how to build this one and you can copy it to the other 3. So in the corner, we'll do a cauldron with some flowering azalea leaves and the same on that side. Then we're going to skip a block and place 1, 2, 3 upside down jungle stairs. Then we'll place a single one, then skip a block and place another 3. Now in these gaps, we're going to place 4 of our stripped spruce wood, and they will have the spruce buttons on the front, and all of those will have 3 jungle fences above. And then it's pretty easy, just above our fences, we're going to run a line of spruce slabs. So build that on the other 2 walls. Okay, once you've done all of those, we're going to come up to the next level, and we're just going to build somewhere to stand while you're building this in survival. So you can see this stone block right in the corner. I want you to place a temporary block on top of that, then a deep slate tile, and then break the stone. And we're going to do that in all of the corners. So we'll do it there as well. Find the stone block in that corner, place your floating deep slate tile, and finally right here. Now we're going to connect these with a big square, but we're going to do it like this. So it's going to be stone, tile, stone, tile. So just keep doing this all the way around. Now on top of every stone block you just placed, I want you to place a spruce plank. And once you've run that all the way around, in the corners, I want you to place a spruce slab just against the top half of those planks. But for every other spot, we're going to do upside down spruce stairs like so. Once again, when you get to the corner, switch to a slab, but then go back to your spruce stairs and just run this all the way around. And when that's done, grab jungle trapdoors, and on top of all the spruce we just placed, run a big square of our jungle trapdoors all the way around. And once you've done that, we're going to do this wall right here, and all 4 walls are exactly the same, so I'll show you one and you can copy it to the others. So I'll put 3 jungle fences next to that window, and 3 next to that window with spruce slabs across the top, and then we're just going to hang 2 soul lanterns. Okay, once that's done on each side, we're going to come up to the next level, and that is where this basalt is with the stone in the corners. So you can start with upside down stairs, spruce stairs against the stone with a spruce slab in the corner, and we're just going to alternate between our slab and spruce stair. So we're just going to run this all the way around. So there should be a stair in the corner like that, then you can place your slab, and then another stair, and just keep going until you've done a full lap. And then, just like we did earlier, just on top of every single bit of spruce we just placed, go ahead and place your jungle trapdoors. And then all 4 of these walls are the same, so I'll show you how to build one, and you can copy it to the others. So next to each window, we're going to place 3 jungle fences, but then we're going to look sideways at our fence and hold shift and place 1, 2, 3 spruce trapdoors, and flick those up so they connect to the fence, and we'll do the same on that side. And once you've done that, grab your spruce slabs and just run them all the way across the top. And once you've built that on each side, come along to the front of the building. So we're just building this at the front at the moment. Put a spruce fence there with a soul lantern, and the same right there. And then go around to the back of the building, and we'll do the exact same thing. So now, staying at the top level here, I want you to place some polished diorite stairs just against those stone blocks, and 1 against the sea lantern, and they will have polished diorite slabs sticking out from them. Now, in between these, we're going to place warped slabs, so 4 of those. The warped slabs will have our copper trapdoors in front, and then holding shift, place sea lanterns on top of the trapdoors. So go ahead and build that on each side. And we're going to build that on the other 2 levels as well, but it'll look a little different. So you can see where we've got our line of slabs right there. We're going to build just above that. So this time we've got the stone block in the corner. Just place your upside down diorite stairs against those. And on the next level down here, you can see our stone blocks. That's where our diorite stairs go. But then it's exactly the same. You just put your diorite slabs in front, then it's warped slab with the copper trapdoor and the sea lantern on top, and that's the same all the way along. So go ahead and build that for the next 2 levels. So this is how you should look when you're done. So here's the one we built together, where it starts with a warped slab, then a stair. The next one down starts with a stair and then a warped slab, but the design is exactly the same. And then this one here, same design once again. So now we're going to work on the bottom level. So what I build in this corner, I want you to build in the other 3 bottom corners. So grab some tough bricks and place it on top of that sea lantern. And then just behind this, we're going to place a stone block diagonally out from it like that, with a tough brick slab on top. Then grab polished deep slate, and we're going to place 3 right there. Then we'll do 2 right way up tough brick stairs, and then back to your tough brick slabs. We'll place 1 on top of that deep slate, then 1 slightly lower in between the 2 stairs, and then another one diagonally out from that, and then we'll also place 1 against the bottom of each of those stairs. So go ahead, build that in each corner. And we've got a tiny bit more to do for these corners, so grab a polished deep slate slab, come along to where this polished deep slate block is, and place 2 slabs coming out from it like that. Then underneath the second one, place another slab and break the one on top. And we'll do the same thing on this side, so 2 coming out, 1 under there, and break the top one. And then we're going to finish with 1 against that slab and 1 right there. So that's your finished corner. Go ahead and build that on each side. And once you've got your 4 bottom corners in, we're going to come up to the next level. So that's this sea lantern right here with the trapdoor underneath. What we're going to do is place 2 right way up polished deep slate stairs. And then just behind the sea lantern on the diagonal, we'll do a stone block. Then on top of the stone, we'll do a tough brick. Then 1 on top of the sea lantern and 1 between our stairs. Then grab polished tough and we'll place 2 right there. Then tough brick slabs. We're going to place 1 against the bottom half of each of those blocks. Then against the top half, we're going to place 1 in the middle there with another one on the diagonal and then another slab right there. So that's how your corner should look. Go ahead and build that in the other 3 corners. And once again, there's a tiny bit more to do. So coming out from this stair, we're going to do 2 polished deep slate slabs and then come underneath, place 1 and break that. And we'll do the same thing from this stair. So 2 slabs underneath and break that. And then we'll finish with 2 polished deep slate slabs right there. So once all 4 of those are in, we're ready to go up to the next corner. So that's this sea lantern up here. And what we're going to do is place 2 tough bricks each side of the sea lantern with 2 tough brick slabs. Then we'll do a tough brick slab just a little bit higher in the middle of those 2 bricks and another one out on the diagonal. Then we'll place 1 on top of the sea lantern. Now behind the sea lantern, we'll do a stone block. Then back to your tough bricks, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and 4, finishing on the packed ice. So go ahead, build that in each corner. And then we'll put in our polished deep slate. So just next to the stone block we placed, do a polished deep slate block with a polished deep slate slab just above the grindstone. Then you can hold shift and place another one against the grindstone. And we'll do the same thing on this side. So we'll do our block, then slab, hold shift, place another slab. And then we'll finish with a polished deep slate slab there and another one right there. Okay, we have our corners in for each level. What I do now is going to be the same on every single side and the same on every level. We're just going to connect all our corners. So just on the edge of the corner, there'll be this polished deep slate slab. What you want to do is place a tough brick slab next to that, then another polished deep slate, and we're just going to alternate these all the way along until you connect to the other side. And then we're also going to add an extra tough brick slab on top of the slabs we just placed. And like I said, this is the same on each level. So you can see the slabs right there. We're going to come across and connect those. And down the bottom here, we've got our slab again. So you just do our alternating slabs. And of course, don't forget to put the extra tough brick slabs on top. So go ahead and build that on every single level and on every single side. So all of our corners are connected. So now I want you to come down to the bottom roof. So we're just doing this on the bottom, but you can do this on every single side. So you can come over to where we've got our stone in between the tile bricks. You can just place an extra stone block against each of those stones. So we've got 6 in total. And then just in front of the sea lanterns, we're going to place stripped warped stems. So 6 of those. And then we're going to connect all of our sea lanterns here with stone blocks. So we're just running stone all the way along like so. Now grab some tough bricks, and just above this grindstone, we're going to do 2 tough bricks there. And above this grindstone, another 2. And then we're going to place a tough brick in front of each warped stem. So go ahead and do that on every side. And once again, what I build right here, I want you to copy to the other 3 sides. So grab some polished tough slabs, and on top of these 6 stone blocks we placed earlier, just go ahead and place a slab. Then with polished tough blocks, I want you to start in the corner right here, place 1 there, and we're just going to place 1 every second block on top of our sea lanterns, and finish with 1 there. Now just in front of this, we're going to switch to tough brick slabs, and we'll place 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do polished tough slabs again. We'll do 2 of those, then back to our brick slabs, we'll go 1, 2, and 3. So build that on each side. Okay, now we'll fill in the gaps in the roof, and this will be a little bit weird, but what we're doing is we're putting some shading into the roof. So I want you to come along to this one right up the end where we've got that tile block. Against that, we're going to do a deep slate brick, And then next to this, we're going to switch to deep slate tiles and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then finish with a deep slate brick. Now, just in front of these on the stone, we're going to start with a polished deep slate slab, then a deep slate brick slab, then 1, 2, 3 tile slabs, back to a brick slab, and a polished deep slate slab. And next, I want you to find the gap right in the center, so in line with that middle window. And in between our warped stems, we're going to do a tile block. Each side of that, we're going to do a deep slate brick. And then each side of that, we're going to do 2 polished deep slate, like so. Now come back to the middle one, the first one we placed. Against the bottom half of that, we'll do a deep slate brick slab. And then it's just polished deep slate slabs all the way along to fill in the gaps on each side. So now you can probably see the shading a bit better. We've got a dark triangle in the middle, then it goes to a triangle of brick, and then the rest is polished. So go ahead and build that on all 4 sides, and then we can come up to the middle level, and once again what I built here, copy to the other 3 sides. So grab our stone block, place it on top of that oak log, and on top of that oak log. Now behind the sea lanterns, we're going to run a line of stone blocks all the way along. When you get to the end, place a deep slate tile stair right there and place 1 every second block. And in between those, we're going to place polished tough blocks. Now, starting on top of that stone block we placed, we're going to do a polished tough slab and the same thing on top of the sea lanterns and on top of that stone block. And grab your polished tough again, and starting just above the grindstone, we'll do 1 block there, then 1 against the sea lantern. Switch to tough bricks, we'll place 2 against the sea lanterns, then back to polished tough, we'll do 2 right there, and then each of these will have a deep slate brick stair in front. Okay, now we're going to switch to deep slate, so all the blocks I place here will be deep slate. So starting on the end, on top of that diorite, we're going to place a brick, and then 3 tiles, 1, 2, 3, and then back to a brick. Now find the block right in the center that we just placed. Against that, we'll do a right way up tile stair. Each side of that, we'll do a brick stair. And then each side of that, we're going to do a polished stair. Now back to the middle block, just against that stair, we're going to do a deep slate brick slab. And then it's just polished slabs on each side. Okay, once you've done that on each side, we're going to go up to the final level. And we're going to begin right in the center of the roof. So just in between those 2 sea lanterns, place a deep slate brick with a deep slate brick slab just against the lower half of that. Now behind the brick, we're going to place another brick just up on the diagonal, and another, and another. Then on top of that one, we'll do a polished deep slate stair and deep slate tile stairs. Okay, now we're going to switch to tough. And we're going to build each side of that middle line. So starting with polished tough, come along to the white concrete and just place your polished tough in front of that. And just in front of these, down a little bit, we'll do tough bricks. And in front of the sea lanterns, we'll do 2 more tough bricks. Now on top of the sea lanterns, we're going to do tough brick stairs. And then just behind these, I want you to do a tough brick stair and a polished tough stair. And these can be in any order. If you want to put the brick stair there, and the polished one there, that's perfectly fine. Then just behind these, we're going to do 2 polished stairs, and just behind these on top of the stone, 2 polished tough slabs. Okay, back to deep slate. Once again, we're going to go to the next line out. So starting on top of the diorite, we'll do a deep slate brick block with a polished deep slate slab against the bottom half of that. Then behind the block, we'll do a right way up deep slate tile stair, and behind that, deep slate brick stairs. And of course, do the same on this side. So brick, polished slab, tile stairs, and brick stairs. And to finish, we're going to switch back to tough. We'll do 1 tough brick in front of the sea lantern, then a tough brick slab on top, and another tough brick behind. And of course, do the same right there. Alright, so once you've built that on each side, come along to this bottom stone block. And we're going to place cobbled deep slate against each side of that. And then grab polished tough slabs, and we're just going to place 4 of these, so 1 in each corner. Now grab polished deep slate stairs, and we're going to place 4 of them. And then you can finish with a deep slate brick on top. Then we'll do a polished deep slate wall, and a nether brick fence, and then some light blue wool, and we're going to build our first flag. So for this build, all of my flags will be flying off to the right hand side, so as if the wind is coming from the left, but feel free to point your flags wherever you like. So what I want you to do is come around to the back of the build, so looking toward the front, and we'll put a light blue wool right there with an extra one to the left, then a temporary block, 2 more wool, and break that block. Then we're going to do a prismarine brick slab, a waxed oxidized copper trapdoor, and some light blue carpet. Underneath that block we'll do another trapdoor, then a prismarine brick slab, and another trapdoor. Then you can come along to the end right here. We're going to put a prismarine brick slab just poking out on the end, and then we'll use our temporary block again. We'll probably have to do 2 of them. We'll do one underneath, one there, and then our copper trapdoor just pointing out toward the front of the building. And you can break those and hold shift and place your light blue carpet. And we'll continue our flagpole. So just here we'll do another nether brick fence, then some white wool, nether brick fence with iron bars on top. So now we're at the front of the build looking toward the back. I want you to put a temporary block right there, and that will have a smooth quartz slab against it. And we'll also do another smooth quartz slab just there against the wool. And we'll do some wool against that temporary block, and you can break it. Now come back to this slab. Underneath we'll do an iron trapdoor. Beside that we'll do a smooth quartz slab with an iron trapdoor on top, then your temporary block, iron trapdoor, break that, and place your white carpet. Okay, the next flags we're going to build are in the back right hand corner. So come along to the back right hand side, and I want you to come up to this top floor and just diagonally out from the corner on the first tough block that you're able to, just place a chain right there, and that will have blue wool on top. So the corner of that's touching that trapdoor. Now come down to the next level, and we're not going to place it in the exact same spot. So there's the spot we placed it last time. This time we're going to place our chain on that block there, and that will have a white wool on top, then another chain, and then light blue wool. Now, all 3 of these flags are exactly the same, except 2 of them are blue and one's white. So just like we did up here, use the different materials accordingly. And I'm going to build it on this one right here. So just look at it diagonally like I am. On the left, do your temporary block with a slab just beside that. Then you can break it. Underneath the slab, we're going to place a trapdoor. Then just on the left-hand side of it, we're going to place another slab with a trapdoor there. Then you can put your temporary block on the end, place another trapdoor, break that, and then place your carpet. So that's how it should look. Build the exact same thing for the other 2. And you can see this white flag here is exactly the same design. We're just using the smooth quartz slabs and the iron trapdoors. So now we're going to build another flag up the top here, and this one is all by itself, so we're only building one. So place your chain with white carpet on top, and then looking at it diagonally like I am, do your smooth quartz slab with the iron trapdoor underneath. We'll put the dirt block against the trapdoor. Then we'll do a smooth quartz slab with an iron trapdoor on top. Move your dirt block over to here. Then we'll do another iron trapdoor, break that, and place your white carpet. And the next 2 flags are the same, so I'll build one and you can copy it to the other, although they are different colors. So down the bottom here, what we're going to do is put a chain on top of the wool, and we'll put some white wool just above it, so it's going to be a white flag. And up here we'll do another chain, and this time we'll do blue wool just above that. So to build this one, look at it diagonally like I am. We're going to do a prismarine slab right there with our trapdoor underneath, and then grab your dirt block, put it on the side. We'll do a slab against that. You can break your dirt, and we'll do a trapdoor there with a trapdoor against the slab, and then our carpet. So that's how it looks. Build the same for this one here. And that's our flags all done. So staying in this corner where our flags are, come right down the bottom, and just diagonally out from that trapdoor, we're going to place a deep slate brick wall. And then we're going to look toward the front of the building. We're going to do a chain just behind the wall, a chain to the left, a chain in front, and a chain hanging down. And each of these will have an end rod coming down, so it's a lovely little wind chime. Now exactly what we built there, we're going to build at the front left-hand corner. So same thing, diagonally out from the trapdoor, place your wall, chain behind, to the left and in front, and one from the wall and place your end rods. And the other two wind chimes will be slightly different. So we're at the front again, just diagonally out from that trapdoor, place your wall, but this time we're going to do a chain behind, then one to the right of that, and then one just next to the wall, and we'll do our chain coming down from the wall. And of course you can place your 4 end rods, and then just go to the opposite corner. You can place your wall again diagonally from the trapdoor, then look toward the front. We'll do our chain behind, one to the right and one next to the wall, and another one there, and place your end rods. Okay, now we're going to go inside the building. So come in here and you can see where we've got this basalt little alcove. What we're going to do is hang a chain from the top, then a soul lantern, and then a chain below. So go ahead and do that for all 3 of these. And once you've done that, we're going to hang some lights just from the packed ice. So what we'll do is put a jungle fence underneath the packed ice in the corner, then an end rod, and each side we'll do a jungle fence gate and open them up like that. So go ahead, do that in each corner. And once you've got those in each side of our front door on top of the sea lanterns, we're going to place cyan carpet, and we're just going to run this all the way around the top of this stone and sea lanterns, and just keep going until you connect right there. Then on top of this copper in the middle of the room, you can place 4 candles. Remember, I put my campfire out, but yours will be having smoke, so that's some incense burning. And then you can see these 3 stone blocks. On top of the middle one, we'll do a sea lantern with polished deep slate each side. Then on the end, an upside down deep slate brick stair with a white banner hanging off it. So we'll do the same on this end. Then we'll put 5 white carpet over the top, and we'll finish with our waxed oxidized copper trapdoors on each side of the sea lantern. And that is it, guys. That is your shrine 100% complete. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, guys. And remember, if you want those 2 trees that I've built, there is a world download for those in the video description, so you can go ahead and grab them. So thanks for watching. It's been fun. It's actually been a lot of work for me, but I hope it's been fun for you building this. And remember to stay tuned because I have 2 more shrines to go. We've done the fire and air shrines, so there is water and earth still to come. Ooh, it's going to be exciting. I don't know what they're going to look like yet, but I'm sure they're going to look cool. So thanks for watching again, and I'll see you next time.